Hi everybody, I'm Laura from Strawberry Moon Farm, and today I'm going to do a full beehive inspection, and I'm going to attempt to show you guys every step of the way. So to get started, I have assembled all the tools that I'm going to need. One of the things I've prepared in advance is my smoker is all lit and ready to go. It's full of dry sticks that have already caught on fire, so this is going to help me put the bees at ease and distract them while I work. This is my other distraction ploy. I like to put out a jar of sugar syrup for them before I get started. So when they leave the hive, they have like a nice happy distraction to busy themselves with while I look inside the hive. So I'm going to get these things set up. I've also got my hive tool ready. I've got my bee brush, and I've got my my honey super, with some frames that were partially drawn last year, which I saved over the winter. Alrighty, let's get started. First step I'm going to do is give the bees a little puff of smoke to let them know I'm here. And this is going to obstruct some of their alarm scent pheromones, so they can't tell other bees that they're afraid and get other bees afraid. And it's also going to start them going inside and eating some honey, which is a fine thing for them to be doing, a much better thing for them to be doing than freaking out about this hive inspection. Next, I'm going to remove the lid. Oh yeah, lots of bees in the top. The bees tend to seal this top lid with their propolis and make it really sticky, so we have this hive tool, which is basically just to go in and lever it up. See a cockroach. Ooh, baby. This is a full hive. Oh my goodness, look at all these bees. Amazing. This is actually way fuller than it was in the fall. They must have done well this winter. I'm so happy. So happy to see them thriving. Oh my gosh. Now there's nothing actually in this top box. It was full of hard sugar, but they've eaten it all, so I'm going to go ahead and take this off and start cleaning things out to make room for the honey super. Now you may notice I'm moving very slow. That's intentional. Bees like it when you move very, very slowly. Does not anger them. Nothing but a flower. Only a flower. Do not be scared, little bees. Everything is fine. A lot of people are scared of bees, which is totally understandable because they do have stingers, so they can hurt us. But when you think about how tiny a bee is compared to how tiny we are, or how big we are, well, I think the bees are probably more scared of me. This is my hive beetle trap. It just has a grate in the top, and you put cooking oil in there, and any hive beetles are in the hive, they go in the top and they kind of drown in that oil, and then you can't bother the bees anymore. Two of those in here. Go ahead and take these out, and then I'm going to clean them and refill them with more cooking oil before I put them back in. I spent a little bit of time, so I'm going to just do a gentle puff of smoke over the top around the entrance. Just to remind them to be calm. I think they kind of like the routine. It's gotten to be when I start lighting my smoker way over by the house, which is really not close to here. Bees kind of come check it out, like they know that that's something about them. Okay, great. This is my bee brush. You may be able to see from the camera, but there are bees all over the top. And I want to open these frames, I want to pull these frames out of the hive so I can look at them, but I don't want to smush any bees with my tool, so I just use the little brush to move them away from where the tool is, so I can get my tool in there without hurting anyone. And there's two reasons for that. One reason is that I love my bees and I don't want to hurt them. And the other reason is that if you smush a bee and kill a bee, those alarm pheromones are going to get released and the hive is going to go crazy. And that's how you get stung. Let's see what's on the first frame. See, I'm so excited to see what's on here. This time of year, I'm not really expecting to find honey. I just want to know how many eggs, how many larvae, how many capped brood, and I especially want to know if there are swarm cells. The bees are planning to swarm. I want to know about that for sure. Oh my gosh, what a great surprise! You guys, this frame is almost all filled with nectar, which they're making into honey. They fan it and evaporate it like a dehydrator and dry it down, and it becomes the honey. That is wonderful. So we got at least one frame of honey right now. Good for you, bees. You have been busy bees. Yay. I'm going to put this temporarily over here. I'll have to slide it back in. It's nice if you have two boxes because these fit in pretty tight, so it'd be nice to make a little bit extra room, but I'm not going to do that because I don't have a good place for it. I'm just going to put it right back in. Carefully, not to smush anybody. And you know, the best way to just not smush bees is to go extremely, extremely slow and give them time to move out of the way. When I do a hive inspection, they take forever, and it's because I just go extremely, extremely slow. Okay, great. Give them one more puff of smoke in between frames. Very good, bees. All right, let's see what's on the second frame. Let's see. So important to give your bees positive reinforcements, guys. I I don't know if they really hear it, but I hope that they do. Now what happened just now is I accidentally smushed one. So you can see the increase in activity, and I'm puffing them to try to limit the spread of that alarm pheromone signal. There are just so extremely many bees that it's very hard to get the frame out without touching any of the bees. It's very, very difficult. I'm trying my absolute best. I really, really love these guys, and I don't want to hurt them. We've got some capped brood on this frame. This is drone brood on this side. Looks like kind of popcorny. And some drone brood on this side as well. Let me bring it closer so you can see how the cells are like little domes. They're popping out. That's how you can tell it's drone brood, and that's what that means it's little boy bees. Guys, this box is absolutely full of bees. They are definitely gonna want to swarm soon. I'm gonna have to get busy preparing a new hive for them. They are full to the max. I don't know if you noticed on that last comb, but they drew it pretty straight, and I actually have no foundation on these frames. I simply started with a few frames that had straight comb on them and probably did have foundation. I got them from somebody else who I got this nuke from last year, and then just spaced the new ones around those, and they drew straight comb on all the other frames are pretty straight, so didn't have to use any plastic guidelines for them in here. I think it's really good. I like to let them do what they want to do. Maybe get a second hive tool. It's so slippery. Tick crawling on me. Not my favorite insect, the tick. fast motion because I slipped a little bit. Bees don't like fast motion. Gotta be very calm and controlled. I'm working on it. I'm working. Ooh, found a little shim. Okay, that's gonna help me. That's gonna help me get this one out. There we go. The shim. Keep it up. Oh, this is working great. Here we have worker brood. So this one's all full of female baby bees, capped. Very exciting. New bees being raised. Don't see. Oh, actually, I think there might be a swarm cell on the bottom. It's hard to tell. I think they might be just beginning a swarm cell down here. I don't think there's a queen egg in it yet. I don't think it's done. So, I'm gonna need to get these guys more space ASAP. There we go. Okay, on to the next one. Fourth frame. More worker brood here. Female young bees. And actually, see, I think I see the queen there. Okay, they didn't like something that I did, so welcome. Brush out. Get this one off my hand. Okay, so we've seen a queen. We've seen worker brood, we've seen drone brood. I bet the next one has eggs if I've seen a queen. To be honest, I may not go all the way across these frames today because I think that the bees are like reaching their limit of tolerance with me. And if they tell me it's done, then it's done. So we'll go as far as we can. See as much as we can. I think they really don't want me to look at this one. I think this is probably where the queen and the eggs are. But I'm happy. I've seen a queen, I've seen brood, I've seen honey. I think These guys are in really good shape right now. I'm gonna go ahead and put the super on, and I'm gonna take off the screen on the front, which is the winter mouse guard. And then I'm gonna seal them up. I think they're probably about done with me. One thing I've learned is that bees really like these frames to line up with the one below. So I try to line them up exactly. They like to make a great big column of comb like it's just one big piece. Here's one that they drew pretty well last year. The inner lid. Part of the outer cover, put it on last. And I put lots of bricks on top of my cover to keep it weighted down. Terrible if it flew off in a storm. The animal knocked it over or something. Lastly, I'm going to try to take off this cover, this mouth resistant cover here that I had on for the winter. It's just stapled on, so it should pry off. If it proves to be more complicated than that, I might come back when there's less bees out. Do it at night or on a cloudy day, a cool day. Coming off pretty well. Okay. Just have one more over here. got it. Got it, yay. All right. Still have their entrance reducer on. I'm gonna take that off because we're in full nectar mode right now. Okay. Get that off too. Thanks everybody for watching. If you enjoyed this video, you can find more information about beekeeping and sustainable agriculture on my blog at strawberrymoonfarm.com.